What's going on, everybody? I'm pro singer David Brailey, and today I'm diving back into League of Legends. This time, I'm taking a look at the first K-pop group to ever be a part of creating a song for the League of Legends Worlds 2023. This is a band called NewJeans and their song Gods.
What you came for, blood on the game bow. Everybody drop it like rainfall. This is your moment, eyes on a puppet. Can't think, chest just open. And they're singing your praises, la la la. Screaming your name, la 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 la. One more step, you're immortal.
Wow.
Now,
okay, we're just gonna go back. I have to, because that opening was killer. To start off with Gods being sung like that, you know, you've got this big orchestra sound and it's really wide. So you know it's not one of those synthesized sounds. These are really big sounds. This is a full orchestra type sound that you're talking about. Like it's you could hear it. It's in an open room. It's in a cathedral. And it's such a cool opening for this style of music, for this 100% blend of like epic war song and then EDM and pop and rock and hardcore and all this really great stuff mixed into one. This sets the scene for something epic, and I'm here for it. But then how they easily jump into the verse and how it's so different, but still fits exactly what it's looking for. That intensity, it's just in a different way. It's a difference, like a sly intensity, like a confidence. An intense confidence almost it comes off in. And they're really painting the picture really well with all the aspects that they're utilizing, including the voices. I mean, shoot, these are double tracks. They're recorded in double tracks. You could hear it because you could hear two people singing. That adds another level. It's two levels of EQ, two layers of EQ. You got two layers of effects. You could throw in some harmonies for those double tracks, which you have. You hear some moving thirds, fourths. Really nice stuff. We're going to keep going. I'm going to just go back. That was 41, so go back to about 35, and we're going to get going.
Once you play God, they're gonna crumble one by one. Then we gonna ride into the sun like it's the day my kingdom come. Baby, welcome to the big show.
Oh man, yeah, I gotta stop there, just simply because that chorus. So they start off with this really cool intro, big beautiful sound of this big chorus. They get into it, they add their own level of intensity, pushing through with this confidence. Then they jump into that next chorus, which they lead into so really nicely. It just draws you into it. That's when you know a song is really written well, is that the verse into the chorus, it just seems like it's the natural place to go. Even some of my favorite artists, they have issues changing into some of the verses or into the choruses. You know, they'll go slide right in, and it's almost like they just pulled it from another song that they wrote ages ago. So it's a really difficult way to really make it drive into that next verse. It seems like, because if you listen to just pop music, it seems like it might be a regular thing, but I mean, I'm not a songwriter, but I know plenty of songwriters who have a hard time doing it. So I can't imagine it being easy. So yeah, moving on.
Next on the ladder is your name in the rafters. Breathe, moment of silence. Bad guy woke up and chose violence. And they're singing my praises, la la la. Screaming my name out, la la la. This is why we're immortal now. 'Cause once you play God, they're gonna crumble.
I'll pause here. I gotta pause here because I gotta pause somewhere. Listen, that entire bit, I gotta laugh, and a big tip of the cap to those ladies or whoever wrote the lyrics talking about chose violence. That was funny. That made me that gave me a good giggle. That was, I mean, listen, in all honesty, the lyrics are pretty epic. They're really, it's tons of adrenaline, really lots of confidence, but driving like it's going to a competition, like it's meant to be. Every mix of that war song, that pre-workout song, that that I don't know, pre-game adrenaline playlist pump, and I love it. It's definitely, it's doing it for everything that it says it needs to do for the type of song that it and the thing that it's being written for. Makes complete sense. But it's also just really kick-ass to listen to, so that's fun. Moving on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, that was awesome. They added in, again, they play with the different dynamics of the different genres of music, mixing it all together in this awesome concoction of what they have here. This epic battle song, war cry, pre-game amp, pre-workout, adrenaline rush type song that just mash it all together so well. Like those horns, like they shouldn't work in this type of music. You know what I mean? But man, do they. What beautiful big trumpet parts written there. And you hear them come in. And again, they don't jump in and just overwhelm the sound. They sit nice and lightly on the top. They're like the cherry on the top. So they don't take everything over. They don't overpower anything, or they're not overbearing. They don't draw too much focus. They're lightly placed, and they're perfectly just balanced in this epic feeling, this great sound. So, tip of the cap to the sound engineer on that, because that's just, man, that's good. That's really, really good. It sounded good. I love it when you mix stuff like that, especially when you bring in big orchestras. It's something to have guitars and some synth and the computer stuff. But once you bring in like a full orchestra sound, you just change everything, and it just raises the stakes of the story that you're telling. It makes people a little bit more engaged in what you're trying to say, because it raises that adrenaline, that really sense of gravitas, that it's big and it pushes, and it has this confidence pushing. It's really, really neat, and it's really nice how they've done it. Moving on, let's roll back a little bit. Here we go. Love that chorus. Oh, nice. Very cool. Stop right here, just really quick. It's always fun to just throw something off on an offbeat when you expect something to come in on a 1, but it actually comes on the end of 2 or the end of 3. always throws things for a loop. It's a great trick, and it's really, really excellent way of adding more of a kind of more, almost more of a confidence to the song. Especially listen to the lyrics. They're saying we're gods, and it does, and it adds that swagger to that end of the song. But again, doesn't take away from the intention of the song, it being the stage, setting the stage for League of Legends World Championship. It's doing everything it needs to do, and it does it so tastefully. Really, really amazingly done. Again, the voices, the vocals, everything playing very well. As I said before, this is double layered. That's incredibly difficult to record that way. That takes its own set of talent, its own skill set of talent, to do that, and to do it so perfectly where it blends and it doesn't sound too overproduced. That's a scary part of this, and people throw around that term a lot. I simply mean overproduced by too many bells and whistles. You know, you don't need to throw 8,000 different pitch correctors and 72 different equalizers and or EQs and all these different reverb, this chorus and all this nonsense, just layering and layering onto something that clearly works fine on its own. Because then it starts to sound over-generated, computer-generated, and really just kind of, it loses its humanness. And this still has that. This still has its humanness, because, I mean, I'm following along, and it wouldn't be as popular as it is if it didn't. Clearly, it's incredibly epic. I want to pop back a little bit to the beginning of, I think this is the last chorus, where they drop into that the end of two. I'm not really counting. I'm just listening to it. I'm really enjoying it. Let's keep going. One, two, three. Back before.
Once you play.
Oh, very cool. Yeah. Wow, very cool. Okay, I wanted to wait until the end. Sometimes there's some nice little berries at the end, nice little Easter eggs that you don't want to miss. And I don't want to get in trouble for missing something. That was epic. Really excellent way to be done. I love all the layers. Again, I'll always talk about it. I can't stop myself. It's an integral part of creating music that pulls an audience to them. It attracts the audience by its catchiness. You'll always talk music producers who often don't really know much. I mean the high up, not the people who create beats and create music. But you'll hear, oh, the hook. The hook has to be catchy. This has to be, what's the hook? What's the hook? Honestly, the whole song can be built as a hook, and utilizing this style of music really just does it. It brings everybody in from the very beginning. It builds layer upon layer upon layer. It builds intrigue. Each layer grows then the audience's intrigue, wants them to learn more. And if you already have them with a style of music, it should be easy to keep pulling them in. And musically, these guys lead into every segue into the bridge, into the chorus, the verse, back, around, 3 times over. It doesn't matter the way they segue. It's seamless, but it's adding levels. It keeps you engaged at the entire time. That's huge. And especially adding the visuals. Holy cow, it's a huge story. It's an entire story about someone coming to win and winning. It's about the dream of what this championship was built on, and what this ultimately the Worlds in 2023 led to, with it only being one winner or one team winning. I don't know anything about video games, but I know exactly what this competition was all about, and that's because of this song. Guys, thank you so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. I sure did enjoy watching it. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.